I know it's a little noisy. I'm sorry. She's almost done. Sorry. How loud is that, really? I waited even a little bit. She's almost done. I'm so sorry. Hi, Miss Linda. Hi, April. Good morning, Brioni. Hi, Laveda. I'll mute it in a minute if I have to. Yeah. You know. How are ya? How is it? How's it going? Happy Tuesday. So I did hear from, hi Helena. I did get a message from Megan yesterday. They made it safe and sound. So they are in the UK. I don't know if they've met up with Yvetta yet. I'm assuming they have because um it's already late. What is it right now? Like 9 o'clock. So I'm sure they've at least talked, if not met up. I do the cancellation, but Hi Sheila. So any hoot nanny, I know when I messaged Megan yesterday, I was like, let me know when you get there. I know that's my mom and me, but let me know when you get there. So hi Mary Sharkey. Hi Trees. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. I don't want to say anything because remember the last time she moved at lightning speed because I think she knew I was coming on and she was trying to rush, and I felt so bad because she was running to finish, and she's by herself again today. So if those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, my housekeeper's here. She's almost done, so all of the noise will stop soon. Yeah, hi Lori. Yeah, I was like, I'm being a mom right now. Let me know when you get there. And actually, I even Googled how long a general flight would be from New York to the UK because I was like, when I was watching Lynn, I think Lynn said she left at 1 o'clock their time. I think it's about a 7-8 hour flight for them. She should be there. She hasn't messaged me. And then soon enough, she did message me a couple hours later. But I was about to message going, excuse me, ma'am. But so, any hoot nanny, I hope they're having a good time. We relate in a lot of ways because whenever I left in 2024, golly, was it 2024? To the retailer retreat, that was the first time I had ever left my boys in 24 years. First time I'd ever gone anywhere alone. So not so much Trevor because obviously he's self-sufficient. So is Troy, but so I told her later on, I admitted to her that I was making up every excuse there was for me not to go. And I am one that I do not use my kids as an excuse for not going to work or not making it somewhere. In other words, I don't, oh, Troy's sick, I can't come. I will never, ever do that. You will not catch me do that. But I was like, the car broke down. There's a flat tire. The Uber didn't make it. So we laughed because she's never left her boys either. And so, yeah, and both her and David actually were ooh, on leaving. So, hi, Jeffrey. Hi, Chris. Oh, yeah, April. I was like, the sun didn't come out today. I have food poisoning, all the things. I was trying to think of all the reasons why not to go. But then I did tell her, when you get there, it was, you know, you get busy, and so, and they have like a ton of meetings with Pintar and all the people. So I did tell her though, and I probably could have not told her this story. I was like, I did call one time and they told me that Choi Choi is sitting at the window, just looking outside the window, waiting for me to come back. And I was like, that's when I was thinking, that's it, I'm going home. So, but it ended up being good. Hi, Vicky, how are you? Okay, so Thursday should be the release of IOD at, oh man, is it 11 Eastern, I think? Hold on, let me make sure. Um, 1 Eastern. Okay, so it's 10 a.m. my time. So IOD release is set for Thursday at 1 o'clock Eastern. I'm so sorry, you guys. I promise she is almost done. And hopefully I will have this stuff so that we can create with something fun from the IOD release on Thursday when we're back here on Decoupage Queen. But for today, I have no idea, you guys. So I did get in my store, craftandchaos.shop, I did get the large 8x6 and the 6x4 eggs back in stock. And I really want to do like a porcelain egg with fine line crackle. Hi, Darlene, and all the things. But then I also have out a tray that I prepped with our bonding primer. And I was thinking, I didn't do the bottom because y'all, they have one of these old school the labels, you know. I used to love my little label maker like this, but it's off of there, but it needs to be like sanded a bit. So anyway, so I kind of wanted to do a tray as well. So I'm a little torn. You guys are going to have to help me pick, or just clearly pick, because I was thinking about doing the tray with you guys. I've been showing you the redesign double delights that I've been wanting to use. And then I also thought it'd be really pretty to pair it with some foil flakes. So I don't know. You guys tell me. Hi, Renee. Hi, Valerie. Yeah, Lori, Amazon brought them. Amazon delivered it. Very odd. Let's get my desk on the screen. Hi, is it Janie? Hi, Audrey. How are you? So, I don't know. What do you guys think? I want to do this, but we can always hold off and do the tray later. Or we could do, I'm thinking about using this one, and I want to do the porcelain, like a porcelain egg with fine line crackle, do some molds. I did find the LeBlanc mold that I was looking for yesterday, and I was thinking we could do, hey, where'd my candlestick go? Oh, and you know, candlestick it. We might even chop that down. So what do you guys think? I know, I've told you, I've been wanting to use this. So that one, I was going to tell you guys to do exclamation, but you can't do that here. So that one is called Serenade in Blue. It's a double delight. It comes in an A3, which is this one, and then also the Big Mama Jamma, which is this one. It's, I believe, the A2. Oh, love, 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 love. Egg. I would love to see you do the egg. Vicky says yes. I'm not sure what yes is. Egg. Egg. Egg me. Okay, let's do the egg. You guys forced me. We're definitely doing this though, and this tray is primed and ready to go. Troy loves helping our housekeeper. He carries the trash for her. He follows her around. It's cute. It really is. So just for you to see, hey, what happened? Oh my, I knocked the camera all kind of cockeyed, didn't I? Okay. Look at how big these are. Like, hello. Big mama jammas. So let's rip into this one. Egg meh. Egg meh. Okay. Egg it is. I'm excited. I want to make it look like porcelain crackled. Is it just me or is it dark? Oh my bananas, you guys. I'm been saying it every day. There's a sticker at the bottom if you're wondering what I'm doing. Today though, the fog was on a whole nother level. Like, it's been thick and yucky, but today was it was, you could not see anything, and I was like, holy guacamole. And of course, and it was so bad that today was actually the one day where traffic was like bumper to bumper. And I'm just like praying and hoping that, there wasn't somebody who got in an accident or anything like that, because that's, always a thing. People decide that, hey, you can't see your hand in front of you, but we'll still drive like goobers. No big deal. But yeah, so okay, I want to do this. I just want to do it I want it to be like a porcelain white. So let's do my little mixy that I love to do. Let's get the big Mama Jamma white, so I don't have to mess about with the little one. So we're just going to use white, and I always knock it back with a little bit of the Falcon Brown, because I personally don't like the bright white, but Did you see him pass by? He's following her everywhere. Yes, he is. He's just following her everywhere. I think the first time that he took the trash out of her hand, she was just kind of like, what the heck's going on? And then she, because he's not verbal, right? But he communicates. Even if you don't know him, he will get his point across to you. So then she realized what he was doing, and then she would hand him like one bottle or something, and he would be so excited to take. He's so excited to take it down for her. But you know what he does? Turkey lips. He takes the trash from her from upstairs, and he comes downstairs and hands it to me. I'm like, excuse me, sir. Do you mind? What do you want? I'm sorry, what are you looking for? If you want the egg, you can find it at my store, which is this link right here. There you go. I'm guessing that's what you need. All right, so literally, you guys see me do this all the time. I'm just going to, that's it. That's it. Actually, I fib a little bit more because we've got a lot of white there. And then that's it. Just to knock it back. Hi, Cindy Truitt. Can you believe that? He gets it and he hands it to me. I'm just like, this is bananas. Okay. So you can see how that, Troy, can you give this to her, please? You can see how just that little bit.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Troy, now move out of her way, son. Come over here. Okay. So now do you see? It just knocks it back enough that it's, I don't know. It's just my preference. I don't like the bright, bright white. But, whatever you like. Is that what you guys were looking for? Sue's going to be a little bit late today. She warned me yesterday, but if you are looking for the egg or anything else, just let me know. If I don't see your question, please just put it back in until I do see it. Because I don't want to miss anything. Hey, don't flick on me. So I want this to be very, very shiny and very, very crackled. So I'm super excited. And then I think we will pour some frames with our Alumilite. And then do some decoupage on maybe a frame or something. Okay. So let's dry this side and then turn it. And I think we'll put one of the little eyelets. Oh, she's vacuuming my craft room because you could see the floor. Yeah, I prefer it not to be that, bright, bright, bright white. I love these eggs too because they've got it's got a strong structure. So when you wet it, it's not going to, discombobulate or anything. So all right, let's rotate our egg. Wait, I can't see. Oh, I did. Oi! That was a big glob. So last night I made chicken tenders, with the corn flakes. And then I made like a sweet and spicy chili sauce. It was so yummy. But here we are again. The next day, and I need to know what's for dinner again. What do you guys, you East Coasters are almost getting dinner ready. So I need ideas. What's on the menu tonight, folks? Help. Send help. All right. Let's dry this a little bit. Hi, Miss Edie. Thank you for spreading the blessings. Oh, country fried steak. Ooh, I've never made. I eat country fried steak whenever we go to breakfast or get breakfast stuff, but I've never made country fried steak at home. So day before yesterday we had udon stir fry. Last night we had chicken tenders. I don't know. Thank you. See you in a couple weeks. Okay, we're just going to do one more coat to make it very opaque. Onyx. And then we'll get, did I leave out? Yeah. We'll get our fine line crackle. And what is it? Start our crackling, our crackle-lacking. Because I want it to be I want it to look like an egg, like an actual egg. Hi, Shirley. How are you? Burger King tonight? Oh my gosh, I haven't had Burger King in a while. Mac and cheese. Ooh. I haven't had Burger King. You know what it is our Burger King here is not good. Like in the closest one that we have here, it's not good. As many times as I've tried to get it, it's just, it's not good. And I like Burger King, like the onion rings, and I don't know what it is about this one in our town. And everybody agrees, like, and I don't know what it is. We always try, like we'll get a craving or I want onion rings or something. I'm like, ooh, let's try Burger King. And every single time we regret it. But I used to love Burger King. I'm sure it's good anywhere else, just not here for whatever reason. Okay, I think we are good. Let's dry the bottom. The bottom. Okay. Hi, Ashley. Maui pork tenderloin with mac and cheese last night. Ooh, so do you have yummy leftovers? I made taco pizza one night this weekend. Taco pizza? Oh, the door opened, you guys. Hold on. Thank you, Onyx. My door automatically locks after like a few seconds or whatever, so I think she didn't pull it all the way closed, so it was opening. So Onyx is barking. Taco pizza. Has anybody done lasagna in the slow cooker? I was watching somebody do that earlier today, and I was like, I mean, I do lasagna, but never done it in the slow cooker. Thought it was interesting. Shrimp cocktail, tossed salad, and homemade biscuits. Homemade biscuits. Oh. You guys, I just had an idea. Should we make this a pearl white and crack it pearl? It's going to have the fine line over it, but I'm thinking, since I want it to be the porcelain look, I'm thinking to put the shimmer glaze on it. It's just now getting good. It was a franchise and hi, Kathy. French onion soup in the slow cooker. Yeah, I haven't. I mean, lasagna doesn't really take too long. So I've never thought about putting that in the slow cooker, but I just thought it was interesting. Oh, can you see that? I just thought it was interesting to see her putting it in the slow cooker. And the lasagna noodles, she just put them in straight out of the box, because that was my first thought when she was saying lasagna in the slow cooker. I was like, oh, how are the noodles going to be? But she just put them straight from the box into the slow cooker. Everything else was normal. She did leave it on low for 6 hours. Oh, yeah. Can you guys, I know it's hard to see because it's white, but oof, oof. I think that's going to be pretty underneath the fine line. There is a brand, who turned my heat gun down? There is a brand of noodles that you don't have to pre-cook. Really? Really? Isn't it pretty? So I haven't done down here yet. So you can kind of catch it. So this is a shimmer girl. Let's try that again. This is the shimmer glaze in pearl white. And you can find all of this on Decoupage Queen. Blue, 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 blue. And I will do a product list later on for you guys. I know the menu isn't going to be there because obviously David is out of the country. But I'm thinking I will go on and do it, so he doesn't have to worry about it. All right, that was a good idea. Okay, now obviously doing the fine line, this is going to be a little difficult, but we will figure it out. So again, shimmer glaze, pearl white. Let's dry the bottom. Lasagna with Alfredo sauce. Hi, Phyllis. That's so interesting. I didn't know that, Laveda. Oh, I like it. Just gonna be something to see in the background. Like, I don't mind. I am that person that can eat like chicken every night. Because for the longest time, I didn't eat any red meat, with the exception of like a burger or something here and there. But yeah. So, but obviously, you know, Trev and Troy and Nick, they're like, yeah, I don't feel like chicken tonight. I'm like, that means I've got to use my brain and think. Okay, fine line crackle. Do we all know the skinny on fine line crackle? Because I'm sure all the peeps who watch me are tired of hearing me explain the rules. So, if you have any questions on fine line crackle, just let me know. I think I automatically just talk about it anyways, even if I tell myself not to. But fine line crackle doesn't like water, so right now we are going to make a mental note that from this point forward, no water products. So we're going to start with the step 1, clean dry brush. Dry brushes, no water. You got it, Catherine. I'm like that. I have more chicken and fish in the freezer than red meat. Yeah, like I've got, you know, salmon, tilapia, codfish in the freezer. But then the boys, except for Troy, the other two are not really like fish eaters. So that's not even like, you know, I don't know. All right. So this is what we were talking about or have been talking about. Whenever you have something that's, you know, upright, gravity does its thing, right? So that, I can't stand when that happens. Let me get my pokey tool. Seriously? Really? Rude. So gravity takes, you know, does its thing and pulls down the product. You won't see it as much with step 1, but step 2, you will see it, and you will want to babysit it for drips. Obviously, because the egg is white. Oh, heck no. I'm done. Obviously, because the egg is white, you're not going to see this so much, but your step 1 goes on white, milky white, and then when it goes transparent is when you're ready for step 2. Did you guys hear that? Oi! So I'm thinking that because I'm going to be gluing the egg to the bottom, because we're gonna get backed into a corner here. That we probably won't. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna go down as far as I can, then we'll dry it and get what we didn't. I just don't want to knock it off now. Okay, so I'm going down as, well, kind of as far as I can. Then we'll dry this enough, at least up here, so that way I can flip it and do the bottom half. Do they come with directions? No. I do have a PDF file that I send to anybody who asks me. It's also available in the Decoupage and Mixed Media group. It's a PDF download of the do's and don'ts of fine line crackle. There's a ton of tutorials. I've got tutorials on my page. But fine line crackle is beautiful, but it's the only crackle that doesn't like water. So you need to be very careful. Also, I will tell you this egg would be 10 times more beautiful if we were able to let this dry naturally. But, you know, we don't have that luxury when we're live. So, hey, Sue. Hi, Miss Donna Sue. So I'm just going to dry this a bit up here and then get down to the bottom half there. Now, I don't want to crackle this. I kind of want the candlestick like a metallic-y. I'm almost thinking to do some of the colored flakes on here. So keep your heat moving. You don't want to concentrate it on one spot because you will burn the product. All the crackles are going to be glossy. So I know sometimes it's hard to see whenever it's dry. This one is a little easier because it goes on milky white, and whenever it's clear, transparent, then it's ready for step 2. What do you guys think if we did? So we're going to do this fine line, make it look porcelain, maybe decoupage on a frame. We've got a bunch of new frames from Redesign. But I pulled these for the tray. Hold on, let me grab the other one. So this one is our black gold, which you guys can see, which I think is beautiful. But we have a ton. Another one that is mixed is the green silver and then the blue gold. But look at those, how pretty they are. But I think for this to be metallic, I think that would be really pretty. And then, of course, there's, you know, all the regular ones. Obviously, I've used red quite a bit. But I'm really thinking to do this in a metallic. Oh, no! We need to do operation surgery here. Oh, my banana daiquiris. Well, I think it's stuck on there now. There's a flake. Come on, little flaky. What color are you? Which culprit are you? You're literally messing up my fine line right there, you bozo. All right. I don't know what color that was, but I'm not happy about it. So I'm going to melt that area again. What are you talking about? There's only the one. I almost feel like poking a hole through it at the bottom because it's going to go on there anyways in order for me to hold it. Okay, I'm going to be very gentle with the egg because I need to put it on the bottom. Okay, I don't know what's happening on the television, but somebody is like playing the flute or something. So I'm being careful. I'm not putting the step 1 over the step 1 that's already there. I'm literally just putting it onto the spots that don't have step 1. Okay. Do you hear it? It's weird. Blue gold or green. There's no green gold. It's green silver. There's blue gold and black gold. Really trying not to let it fall out of that little cup in my hand that is happening. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking I'm going to poke a hole in the bottom because it's going to be glued down to this anyways. So I might just stick my pokey tool through the bottom. Good cuggly muggly. This looks like a hot air balloon. I haven't done a hot air balloon in a minute. I wonder if Shelly Belly still has the hot air balloons. So just in case you guys missed it, I am going to have an auction on February 22nd. And it will be at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Which colors do you use? She's in the UK. Her and David went to the UK. Oh, look at that. See? Now, that's really crazy because the heat tool wasn't even on that area. So for it to bubble like that, so I'm actually going to work that off. I haven't had that happen in a long time, you guys. Again, another reason why I would much rather, I'm going to need to get that off. I would much rather let these dry naturally. At least it's only step 1 and it didn't do it while I was doing step 2. Now that's really weird to me because the heat tool wasn't even on this area when it bubbled. So I'm actually using the step 1 to work that area so I can get off. Oop, let me get this. It's the fun part of being, there we go, of being live and accelerating. There we go. Accelerating your fine line. That's why it's recommended for you to let it dry naturally. So I'm going to melt that down a little bit. And when I say melt it, I'm meaning just heating it up. A gourd. I did a hot air balloon. I did 2 of them for Shelly. And I had like, can't remember what I used. I know it was one of Yvette's papers. All right. I was going to put it on there, but I need to put the step 2 down first. If you, burning it with when it bubbled like that with step 1, I just pulled off the excess. And then we're going to have a little area here that's going to have excess product, but we'll work around it. I'm telling you, you just really don't want to accelerate and do this whole part. You'd be better off just letting it dry naturally. The finish is that much prettier as well. Okay, I'm going to actually put this on here like this for a minute. And then, oh, you know what I'll do? I'll actually put it by my fan, and then we'll put step 2 on. This brush just goes right in the water. Don't use the same brush for step 1 and 2. Let me put this by the fan so it will dry that one spot. Let me set it so that it doesn't, whoa. There we go. Okay. So so let's think about this. I want the egg is going to be porcelain white with the crackle. We're going to have umbra in the cracks. And then it doesn't really matter what color because I pulled out a couple of frames. So these are the 2 new ones. This one is Ornate Minis. I really like that one. Or we have Miniature Grace, but I wanted to combo it with, I think we're going to use this LeBlanc mold, I think. or maybe even frames 1 because I like that as well. But so the frame, whatever we decoupage in the frame, then we can have the droops off of that. So we've already used this one. I think it's either going to be, I actually kind of really like these shapes. And I know these ones are a little bit smaller. Ooh, and then we have the ribbons. Ooh, we got to pull the ribbons. Okay, so I don't know. I'm either thinking the blue gold or it's got to be one of these three. Blue gold, black gold, or green silver. What are they doing? Hi, Deb. I know. I'm kind of liking that too. Look at that. I think if we do the black, it could be like very like just, I don't know. Black gold and blue gold. I see where this is going. Black gold and blue gold. Blue or black, not green. Yeah. The only reason why I'm going to pull the green out of the running is because you guys know me and silver. I try it every single time, but every time I feel like I can't use silver for some reason. I try it, but I feel like it doesn't work in my favor. For the base, for the candlestick, excuse me, for this, that's holding the egg. So we need something else to hold the egg to dry it. That'll work because it needs to go lower anyways. There you go. And then it'll probably follow suit with the frames. With the frame. Black. Okay. Sir, I think what we'll do is just paint it black really quickly. Hello. And metal leaf glue for our flakes. Right? So let's just, and I don't know, I like following the rule of if you, whatever you're, get it as close, the base is close to the color that you're using. I'm going to purposely not paint around there because I'm going to glue that to the egg and it's just easier if there's not paint there. So this is just the matte acrylic black. And these I just get at Hobby Lobby. You can get packs of them. What, Pops? What, baby? What? Your pocket. You're missing something that's supposed to be in your pocket. I don't know, bud. What's supposed to be in his pocket that he doesn't have? What did he have yesterday in his pocket? Oh, earbuds, maybe? Papas, if you're looking for your earbuds, I think they're upstairs on your nightstand. Okay. If you don't have the metal leaf glue and you only have decor glue tacky, that will work too. But you want one of the two. Regular glue is not going to get it. Oh, I'm excited. Okay. Let's dry this. I'm pretty sure yesterday he had the phone case in his pocket. I'm pretty sure. I'm not familiar with the flakes. Or familiar. Not familiar. Oh, they are quite messy, but gorgeous. All right, let's dry this. I will have to turn the fan off before we do the flakes. We've only done we only fought through it just that one time, and it wasn't worth it, let me tell you. I believe, wasn't it this color that was all over the house for like centuries? I've since moved out of that house, but I'm sure they're still finding color flakes and trying to figure out what the heck it is. All right. My hands are wet, so I am not going to touch the egg. I'm going to come over here and hit this. I need to hook up my hands-free dryer holder, you guys, because I bought that thing when, 2 years ago, and I still haven't hooked it up. Hi, Bobs. All right. I really want that section dry so that way I could put on the step 2. There you go, baby. I know. So, hold on. Gadgets you have not used yet? Jeez. I know! It's a hands-free, so I can clip the heat gun in it. And then I actually have a big turn, the thing that I use for my pictures, a big rotary, so that way I can put the project on there and then it will rotate. I don't know why I haven't used it yet, but I need to. Okay, this Mama Jamma is almost all the way ready. It's just that one spot that is really thick now because I had to go over it. dry. This is when, because I need to turn the fan off. Well, actually, we don't need to turn the fan off. we'll just face it a different way. There. Is that okay? That'll work. Whatever. YOLO. Okay, metal leaf glue. It's the same thing, kind of like what we just talked about with our step 1 of fine line. It's going to go on white, that milky white, and you want to give it a few minutes to tack up. So you don't want to just put this on and then go right in with your flakes. Now, one thing about your metal leaf glue, your decor glue, tacky, is it's going to stay tacky until you put something on it. And the reason why I always talk about that is because if you miss a spot and it's just staying tacky, it will soon find dust, and dust will stick to it forever, and it will be yucky. So you just, see how sticky it is? It's sticking to my brush. Just need to make sure whether you're doing velvet powder or flakes, you need to make sure you cover that tacky glue all up. Ooh, and then I think we'll paint. Oh yeah. Then we'll paint over the flakes and bring out like some of these ridges. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Like if you have an onyx, that hair is always flying. Dog hair, cat hair, dust. It will stick. So you can see how up here it's already going transparent. That up there is ready for our flakes. So we're going to go over the entire thing, and then we'll paint on the flakes later. To bring out some of the detail. It's going to be very pretty. Okay, I don't want a lot of glue in those grooves down there. Okay, let's just even out some of this. I don't want big splotches of glue. Look pretty even. Looks pretty even. This, though, does not. All right. It's good. Let's put that in the water. Hi, Donna. Is this used only for flakes powder? Metal leaf glue is for the metal leaf. Is that what you mean? Yeah. You would use your metal leaf glue with your flakes. If you had decor glue tacky, you could use that as well. Gilding glue. So if you have this one, that works well too. Okay. How we doing over here, Mr. Egg? Are you ready for your other step yet? I'm just waiting for that to go a little transparent down there, and we're going to give attention to Mr. Egg over here. You're welcome. Hi, Desi. I'm not good with velvet powder. How do you... Oh, my gosh. What? I love me some velvet powder. Have we used velvet powder lately, y'all, on anything? Oh, velvet powder on here. There's velvet powder on my bulb. Oh, there's another thing back there that has velvet powder in there. The custom color. I'll have to get it. You know, Mr. Egg, we're live. Is that why you don't want to dry because we're live? I'm going to do one of those moves of do as I say, not as I do. When I beg you guys to be better than me and don't do the things that I do. So this was a little like shaker box, and there's velvet powder all in there. That's a custom color that I did to match the paint. But love velvet powder. I will have to use it soon so we can go over it. Oh, guys, I cannot wait till auction time. I can't fit anything else back there. Okay, this little guy. I'm going to move our egg, or can I put step? I'm just going to do, I'm going to. Please don't do what I'm doing. You want your step 1 to be fully dry before you go in with step 2. I tell you guys this all the time. I do it, but don't. I'm begging you guys not to do it. Do it the proper way. Wait for it to dry completely. When I am creating by myself, I don't ever rush the process. But for the sake of you guys, you know, just getting bored because we're waiting for step 1 to dry. So I'm going to put as much as I can on here, and then we're going to put the flakes. And I will put this in front of the fan so it can start to dry. Step 2, and also angle it so it can dry the bottom down here that's not quite ready yet. Okay, now step 2 is quite a bit thinner, so we need to be careful that we don't have any dripping going on. Okay. Yes, this is step 2. Yes, the egg is paper mache. You can find it in my store. I put the link up earlier. I will do it again in a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put that in front of the fan. Okay, let's get a little. So we have our metal leaf glue. You can see now it's all shiny. It's gone all transparent. You can, this is dependent upon you. Whenever I'm doing like the sheets, I would just lay the sheet on here and tap it in. Obviously, these are flakes. So you do whatever you like. But whatever it is that you do, you need to get all of that tacky covered. So all of that glue that you put on, you need to get that covered with the flakes. We will smooth that out in a minute. I'm not trying to even deal with that right now. All I'm trying to do is get the flakes on. Having a catch tray is helpful. Otherwise, it's just going to go all over your desk. And then you're going to have a heck of a time trying to corral it all to get it in your bottle. Okay. Hi, Joey. How are you? I know it looks kind of crazy right now because it's not smooth yet, but you will see. I actually need to get up and grab something too. Don't sneeze. Don't take a big inhale or anything because you will have this all in your lungs. Okay, we're just going to. Okay, why did she do that? Oh, Mr. Put everything away properly, he says. Shakies. Okay. I am just going to pounce everything in to make sure it is stuck on there. And then we are going to smooth it all out and then corral up all this excess. What, baby? Okay. Oh my gosh. And this is another thing. It's like I get so used to just using like my gold sheets, and I forget about the flakes. So I'm just making sure that it's all pressed in and on there, and then I'm going to before I take this dirty glove off and transfer it. Where's my little scraper thing? I guess we'll use this. So a lot of people don't like using it because they feel it's messy and this, that, and the other. It is messy, but it's really, I mean, the effect of what you get from the flakes is just so pretty that, I don't know, using it every now and again, I think is worth it. Unless you ask Sue, and then like she's probably, her head's probably rolling off of her shoulders right now because she does not like the mess. Okay, where's my vacuum? Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Barbara Ross. All right. Okay, now I'm actually going to take a cleaner one and I'm going to knock off, because believe it or not, there's still a lot. Now that I've made sure it's all pressed in, I'm going to knock off everything that's not down. And then I'll show it to you guys. Once we've knocked everything off. What? Not pretty? I love it. Okay. All right, I will put this all back in here. Well, let's see. Because you're going to have to, like, take it and wash it. But do you see how much is in there? I really don't worry about all of that. That's just me. If you want to mess about with all of that, then by all means. I need to put this big tray somewhere that's not going to be with the fan. But I don't like messing about with all of that. You get so much in the jar that you almost kind of pick and choose your battles. Like, do you want to mess around with getting that all in there, or just, you know? Again, why a catch tray really helps, because You've seen all of that. Okay, good enough. And then we will seal it and it'll be happy. Okay, let's look at my egg over here and see what it's doing. We've got to mind any drippity drips that's happening. Okay, let's see. I would have the flakes all over me and everything else. Oh, it gets all over everything. Trust me, it does. But I think the effect of it is worth it. And it's not something that I will pull out all the time because it can get very, like, you know, messy. Okay, let's dry this side of the egg and then mess around with, because there's no crackle right here, or no step 2 right here, because that's where the spot was. Oh my gosh, it's already cracking. I just barely put heat on there. What the heck? Oh my gosh, your granddaughter would probably love it though. Kids love all the stuff that is wild and crazy messy. So I want to really concentrate on drying it right here so I can hold it and then I can crackle the bottom, put step 2 on. That pearl, I'm glad we did the pearl underneath because it's really pretty. Yes, it's paper mache. They just restocked in my store. I have this one and the big Mama Jamma, which is, I don't know where it went. This one is a 6x4. The other one is the 8x6. It's humongous. Did I put the other one away? As long as Onyx isn't using it as like a toy. Exactly. Wild, crazy, sparkly. Hi, Tanya. I don't know if you guys can see the cracks that are happening up here already. Probably not because it's on white. And then our little complimentary foil that fell in at the beginning. Look at that. Woo! They're in my store, Tanya. I'm serious. Like, I didn't feel like I came back here and put it away, but maybe I did. I don't feel like I did. But we have both of these in the store. So this one is the 8x6 and this one is the 6x4. Pretty sure it's dry up there, so I can start to pick it up and put fine line on the bottom where I couldn't reach it. Let's just see. I'm pretty sure there's a lot down here that needs step 2. And then I will set it on the bottle holder and put it in front of the fan. Whoa, don't drop the egg. Okay. So I'm going to make sure I have it everywhere. But I don't know if you guys can see, there's already cracks up there. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to stand it upside down. But remember, okay, so about this guy here. Oh, actually, I'm glad we didn't clean that thing off because we're not really done with the, what's it anyways? Okay. So we do have a Lumelite in black, tan, and white. So I'm looking at, because I want to do one of these frames and I want a decoupage. Now, oddly enough, I'm going to pull out a clean one since that one's drying. I actually kind of like, I know this isn't like the ideal shape, but couldn't we do it even if we did it? I think that looks too much like a label. I almost feel like we can go bigger. This one would be good on the big one, but I'm kind of thinking, because then we can decoupage in there. I don't think I want a square one. I think I'm going to go for, I don't know. I really do like this one too, but is it too small? I think that one's too small. Which one is pretty? I like this one. And I feel like if we comboed it with like, oh, wait. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. But no, I want a decoupage in there. But we could do this on like the other side. But look at how cute would it be to put the bows on them. I don't know. Do we do the oval? Hi, Sandy Hinkleman. The oval. And then all right. I like these little pieces too. All right. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right. So this is the casting quick cure in white. Again, another thing you guys have seen me do a gajillion times. So if you have any questions, ask me. Otherwise, let's do this one. And then I've got to babysit my egg over here because remember we talked about gravity doing its thing. Hold on, Troy. What, bud? Hold on. Mama's got to make sure there's no drippity drips. Drippity drippity drips. We don't like drippity drips. We have any drippity drips on this side? No? All good? I'm talking to the egg as if it's going to talk back to me, but you know. Okay, let's rotate so I can see what's going on over here. Okay. I think it's okay. I need the lid. Here's the lid. Need to get a heat. All right. Hi, Elena. The flat bottom one is too big. Actually, it's not. It's actually smaller than this one. Okay. I can see. Troy? Sounded like he tripped. All right. I think what we'll do is I know I have it in front of the fan, but we're not going to be able to finish it all today. So I might just let the egg continue to dry naturally without heat until Thursday anyways. Again, you're going to have to babysit it because anything upright it's inevitable. You have to babysit it. Okay, so there is our, now in the middle, so if we're doing this, but I think on here we need to kind of like, I want to maybe paint it here black and do some black down here a little bit. I know I want to do that one black for sure. And maybe that ridge there. Yeah. All right, so we're actually going to hold this out so that way when that one starts to form, we'll place it on here. And when we come back on Thursday, I think I'm going to continue to let the egg dry naturally. And then when we come back on Thursday, I will show it to you guys and then we'll finish it because it's sitting in front of the fan, but it's cool air right now. Okay. I want to good Lord. Oh my goodness. I almost picked up this and moved it to get it out of the way. Lordy me. That would have been a nightmare. Oh yeah, see? Yeah, just needed something to break up the whole, the one color palette. Okay, and let's flip it over. Oh yeah, see, just the one. Let's... Okay, now where was the wobbly wobbly I seen? Oh, there. Is there another one? Oh yeah, that needed that. Okay, now is that enough or no? Mercury glass? Tinking, what a mess that would be. So, I don't know. I'm not mad at that alone, but do we think we should do like this one here? Or just leave it by itself? Hold on, I gotta babysit my drippies over here. Drippity, 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 drippity. Drippity, 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 drippity. Well, I wonder if you guys will be able to tell the difference in the cracks because the top of the egg we accelerated and then the bottom I'm not going to. So we'll see. If you guys, we could tell on Thursday. One more. I'm thinking this one right here. The big 3 rings on the bottom, the top ring. I think we're talking about the same one, Stephanie. I hope. Oh, man. I need to get a comfortable way to hold this so I don't go all wobbly. Right now I'm just trying to get the bottom of this fairly straight, and then we'll go back, turn it right side up and do the top. And then hopefully it's fairly straight. Okay, now let's turn it this way. Okay. Should be just this one little bit right there, and then I think we went all the way around. I think we'll check it for wobbles. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like that. Yes, indeed. Good. Because I like that. I like that. I like that. Okay, I think that was exactly what we needed just to break that up just a little bit. Yes, please. All right, now before this little doo-woppy sets up all the way, we need to pull you out. Do I have flakes on my hands? Is that why it's on the back? Oh, well, it's going to get painted over anyways, so we are going to... I need it to form to the egg, and since the other one was wet, I'm just going to use this one. stay. So you see now it's a little, but we needed to do a little bit more. And I could have actually taken it out a little bit sooner because it's already starting to set up. So I'm going to help it and bend it a little bit more. And then we're just going to set it right on here. And I can always heat it up a little bit again later. Yeah, I could have taken it out just a little bit sooner. It'll be all right. Hey now. It's a good thing we have extra eggs. Oh my gosh, you guys, we still didn't. I still need to figure out what to do for dinner. Stay. Okay. See the butt of that still poking up though, so because I don't want it to lift off of the egg at all. So let's go like this. There we go. How are you? Are you down? Nope, you're not down either. Let's put you way over here and pull you down. There you go. Now it'll cool and it'll be in that shape. Also, any of the little gold flakes that were on my hands will now come off of there because there you go. Okay. What was that? I don't know. There's always crashes and booms and bangs around here. We're having chicken something, Kim. Chicken what? See, I can eat chicken every day. And the thing is, I actually do have chicken out. I just don't know what to do with it today. I'm running out of ideas. Okay, so I'm not going to even touch the egg that's sitting over here because there's really no good spot for me to grab it. I'm just waiting for that to do its thing. What time is it? Oh, we only have 10 minutes anyway. So when we come back on Thursday, we have to, you know what? Oh, man. That's okay. I typically, let me come back on screen. Usually, whenever I do fine line crackle, I always tell you guys, I don't ever seal it online with you guys because it needs to be solvent and the solvent is very potent. And typically I don't like to do that whenever Troy's around or, you know, even the dogs. But I'll open this window. I have the fan on. If you are going to use the solvent varnish, you do want to be in a well ventilated area because it's solvent, so it's going to smell. The reason why I was saying, oh man, is because we are going to definitely need to seal it on Thursday before I can glue on the mold because heavy body gel, water base, it can't go on the fine line crackle unless it's sealed. So typically I don't seal it while I'm live, but we will do that on Thursday. So, and then we'll seal this also because first of all, we need to seal all the flakes in there, but look at how pretty that is. And then we need to get that black glossy because obviously I just used the matte. And then the frame, I don't know what we're going to decoupage in the middle here, but we have a ton of things to choose from because you guys remember all of these Luxe. Oh, you guys, my bad, Onyx. Wait, did anything fall that I need? Okay. Remember all of these? So this is the Romance in Fleur. So that, but, and then obviously we have all these, but, the reason why I was getting super excited is, look. That could be a winner chicken dinner to put that. Although we don't, we don't know what's in IODs, and so we might pull something from IOD on Thursday to put in the frame because there could be a surprise in there. So if you're looking for this one, this is the IOD frames. I believe, isn't this just? I think this might be the first one, but you can find this at L&J Goods, and I will put my link up here for you guys, I think. I don't even know if I have it on here because this isn't mine. No, it's not. But if you need the frame, let me know, and then I'll give you my link to L&J Goods. But I'm excited because we could definitely... We'll have this as the thought to do in the frame because we could also, it's set. I can actually take it off. We can also foil around the frame so that the frame and the candlestick matches. We could if we wanted to, because the egg is going to pretty much be just the way it is. I want it just the porcelain egg with all the fine line crackles. That's why I'm excited to kind of let this do its thing. And by the time Thursday comes, it will be so ready to have antiquing paste and stuff put in it. So, oh, there it goes. There's my affiliate for L&J Goods. And also, that's where we're going to be able to find all of the new release. So I'll make sure to have that available for you on Thursday too. So yeah, we'll put right now this and even these, because we'll take a look at these on the maybe list. And then if we have something from IOD on Thursday that will look even cuter in the frame, then we'll swap it out. And then basically, it's not going to take long to do all of this stuff on Thursday because literally all we have to do is assemble everything. Not this egg, the one that's sitting right here. All we'll have to do is assemble everything. So I'll have, I don't know, I have the tray out here. I have a couple of other things. So the foil, right? I think it would be so pretty to have gold in the frame. You know what I mean? Because you guys can't really see it right now because it's got blue all on it. But I think, and then, I don't know, we can decide on Thursday if we think we should foil the frame with the same foil that we did on the candlestick, because that could be pretty, because it would just be the outside of it, right? It would just be around here. Can you guys see? So now you see it's dried. It's going to be perfect to fit onto the egg. So It'll go right on there now. So bright. I don't know why it's doing that. The white cast. But yeah. So I don't know. We'll have to decide what to do with this. If we want to do all of this around here in the foil. Or, oh, you know what? We don't even have to do that because we have the metallic. The Pintart metallic. The one that I like. Is it sparkling gold? That will mimic this. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I wish there was more time. But I'm excited for Thursday. I can't wait to do the egg. I wish it would dry quicker, but anyhow. Thank you for being here. Don't forget, I will be back on my main page tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We have a couple of projects going over there as well. I'll be over there tomorrow at 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Eastern, and then back here on Decoupage Queen on Thursday to finish this. I'm super excited to finish this. So anyhow, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Now it's time for me to go fight in the kitchen and figure out what's for dinner. Have a great rest of your evening, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Talk to you later.